Hello. This is Krisitina, a business and digital marketing coach. And today I run new episode of KSM podcast, Growing Business Online with Krisitina. What I wanted to say that I'm super excited that I have my special guest speaker too far away, sorry, from Japan. Lady Noriko Tominaga. Noriko, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for your invitation for me. I'm very excited to talk with you.
And what I wanted to be, can you tell us just in Japan, good afternoon, and any word, hello.
Here. Good afternoon and also good evening.
Okay, but in Japan, can you regard us in Japan?
In Japan, yeah.
I'm working in Japan.
Now I work in Japan.
Okay, no problem. So, and I wanted to say hello. Tell us in Japan hello.
Hello, konnichiwa.
Oh, thank you. Because in my English is my second language, and English is your second language. So just thank you for welcoming us in Japanese as well. And tell us a little bit who you are and what you do. As I said, you are from Japan. So can you tell us a little bit about you and introduce yourself?
Okay, Krisitina, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm Noriko Tominaga. I've run cooking school, which is Washocook. Washo means Japanese cuisine, cook means cooking. I introduce Japanese family dishes for non-Japanese, like rice ball, rice ball and rolled sushi, and also rolled egg. So, and at the time, I developed instructor who can introduce Japanese family dishes for non-Japanese. Actually, I have more than 150 instructors. They have the cooking school in all over the world. So I wanted to expand Japanese family dishes for all over the world. So.
Oh, that's beautiful. Congratulations. And tell for our listeners who will listen to this KSM podcast, Growing Business Online, do you work with all those cooking instructors? Do you instruct them how to do it, or just can you tell us a little bit about that? Because you said that they are all around the world.
Yes, exactly. Now I have the cooking studio in Tokyo, center of Tokyo. Then I gathered foreigners who live in the foreign country to actually tourists. Then my instructor will teach the tourists in the Yotsuya studio. At the time, they have they teach Japanese cooking in their house, like Tokyo and Osaka and also Australia. So introduce Japanese family dishes. So that's my business two-way in the Yotsuya studio and their home.
Oh, that's nice. Just they can do that at home and cook and be trained, or just do like a practical side to cook and people have chance to test it those meals.
Yes. And also I rent the big studio. In case of the big group, actually 15 people and 16 people. Then my instructor teach them in the big studio and also online as well.
Oh, that's nice. And how I can pronounce you, Noriko, just to your name? Noriko.
Japanese say the Noriko, but in English, Noriko.
What triggered you to start your business? What were your challenges to move in this area of business? And
okay.
Just to share with us, maybe someone will be inspired by your story, and maybe someone will go and do the similar things, or just wanted to connect with you, and just that you can advise or coach those people who wanted to be in that area. Maybe they are stuck, but they don't know how to start.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. And 40 years ago, I went New Zealand. It is in New Zealand. And then I ate family dishes in New Zealand at the home. The family dishes is really delicious and also the good atmosphere for the family. And I thought the family dish is valuable for foreigners. And also the family dishes move to the cultural value, family value, and also the atmosphere or the area. Then, and in the future, I wanted to establish my business in the foreign country, but I didn't have the idea. What should I do? What fair should I do? Then at the time, I decided to establish a cooking school. I wanted to introduce Japanese family dishes because I think Japanese family dishes is number one in the all over the world, I think. Therefore, I wanted to expand Japanese family dishes. But you know that I was working in the company as employees. So for beginning of 2 years, I have two schools. One is a cooking school, another one is employees, company employees. Then started my cooking school, very, very small, very, then, you know, the big movement came from Japan. That is the inbound boom because Japanese family dishes nominated UNESCO 文化遺産 and also the Japan Olympic has been decided in Tokyo. So that's the one big move. Then many foreigners came to Japan. Then they took my lesson. Then I decided to quit my company. Then I moved to I established my cooking school 2016. That's the story.
Oh, it's a really long, it's a really amazing story, and full of such a great things like that people, and very unusual, you know, because it's so like and you close your company and start cooking school, which is congratulations on that decision to move into that space.
Yeah, but on the way to my dream, because 40 years ago, I decided to establish my company in New Zealand because New Zealand is my origin. So then the first, I established cooking school in Tokyo. Then in the future, I wanted to establish a cooking school in New Zealand. And finally, I did. Actually, in August, I will move to New Zealand to start cooking school.
Yeah, and congratulations on that. I know that when we met for the first time and you mentioned New Zealand, and that you will move there. So congratulations and wish you a lot of success in New Zealand and cooking school. And can you tell us a little bit how it's going to be with that cooking school? How we can imagine that to maybe for people who will listen on New Zealand and Australia, just move to and connect with Noriko. She could help you in terms of Japanese food and cooking and meals and dishes, however.
Thank you very much. In Japan, as I said, I introduced Japanese family dishes, usual dishes. But in the New Zealand, I will introduce Zen. Actually, the mindfulness, you know, it's kind of the shojin. Shojin is kind of plant-based cuisine. It's more healthy for the body. So actually, I will to use some of the fish and pork, fish and beef, fish and meat. But basically, I will use the plant-based for the vegetarian, for the shojin. It's kind of the vegetarian cuisine for foreigners.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I would love to taste one day just to move to New Zealand and taste your food.
Yeah, so my cooking studio is the front of the beach. You can have the relaxing and breathe the good air. Maybe you can very relaxing to my cooking studio.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. And when someone, did you write any kind of book or some kind of with recipe, or just do you have something like that for, or you think about maybe to create something like that in terms to
Yeah.
connect with your cooking school?
Okay, so most popular recipe is character lunchbox. You know caravan?
If you can explain us
So
what is it about?
I,
Thank you.
I make the lunchbox. Yeah, lunchbox is the typical Japanese culture. So we put very tiny box to ingredient, but at the same time we make very cute, kawaii lunchbox like a panda or Totoro and also the Pikachu. So anime character is one of the Japanese culture. So I make the character lunchbox for foreigners. That's a very popular.
Oh, that's nice. And if you, in how many countries you are in how many countries are you present with your cooking school at the
How
moment?
many
Countries, countries.
A country.
Like if you open, where did you open your school for in, let's say, in online space, because you said that you are going to work online mostly. And is your cooking school present in Australia, let's say, for now, or in some Asia's country, or maybe in Europe, or
Actually, the studio that's Japan and only Japan and New Zealand. But my instructor and have the cooking school in all over the world, like Australia and US and also the Europe, like Düsseldorf, and Milano, and Paris, and Spain.
Oh, that's nice. So I will, and yeah, that would be nice that you can do it the same, just to open your schools.
Yes.
And we are all unique because, as I do my podcast, I was trained by and have challenged with that. And after 4 years now, I do that like just to Japan and connect it with you and have you today. Just imagine how is that big, how is that impressive to work online,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just I have never imagined that I will meet you once and speak to you. Just it's someone who teaches and coaches and has a cooking school of Japanese kitchen.
Yes, exactly. Many foreigners, many tourists come from Japan, from all over the world, and also the TV program come to my cooking school to interview the foreigners and tourists. Why do you attend the cooking school? They ask them.
Yeah. And why? And you how do you feel in that? I think that you feel amazing when you cook, when you do that part of business, Just like you do you live your dream in terms of business because to run a cooking school?
In New Zealand.
In New Zealand or in global, in Japan. So because you have an intention to move to many foreign countries in terms to have a cooking school of Japanese food.
One of the key is I developed the instructor. Maybe if I do that only me, I could not do that. But I have the many instructors. They teach Japanese family dishes instead of me. That's one of the
and
successful.
Do you coach those instructors?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that all those instructors could be from Japan. They could be people. Are they Japanese only, or you can instruct other people?
Japanese only, because only Japanese can teach right Japanese cuisine, I think. The instructor Japanese only, but they live in all over the world.
Oh yeah, that is the point is that you have specific niche, because what I'm telling you, and just because of focus of KSM podcast Going Business Online with Krisitina is that you share a story and help people when they listen how to all kind of how they work, online, how they could work online, and help them to move their business forward through my podcast, you know. And because of that, I'm asking you many questions in terms for listeners who should be inspired by your story. And we have every single person in the world has a story, you know, and every story is different. And because of that, this is a specific niche, you know, this is specific niche which you choose, which is so great that you will do only with Japans, with people who live all around the world.
Yeah. So as I said, I teach Japanese family dishes. It's a very point. So because the how even though the housewife can teach dishes, if I teach the very sushi, tempura, it's high quality Japanese cuisine, the housewife that usually people they cannot teach the foreigners. Maybe only few people like a sushi master and a chef, something like that, can teach them. So but also the tourists want to experience to usually Japanese life, not occasional situation. So that's the
Yeah,
one
and
point.
this is origin, because this is a basic the kitchen and school is based on original food, on original recipes. And as you said, only people who use that and eat and everything, they can be the best in on the way to be instructors for that.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the point that you should delegate someone. You couldn't do everything alone, I mean, because
yeah,
this is such a big job and deal that you need to delegate something, which is so good.
Thank you very much. Actually, I created 3 recipes that instructor can teach 3 recipes, but also at the time, instructor create their own recipe to then teach their guests.
Oh, that's nice. And when you teach people and when instruct and for foreigners and people who like this is for all foreigners who wanted to taste, for example, for tasting food, it doesn't matter that all those people could be Japanese. Japanese food can taste people all around the world just to eat and taste. I mean, is that correct?
Yeah, is that correct? Nowadays, the Japanese taste is very more and more popular. And the 10 years ago, maybe the more strong taste preferred to the foreigners, but now it's the almost same taste between Japanese and foreigners. So
Oh, that's nice. And if you, how, what do you have your favorite platform where social media where you're present on LinkedIn or Instagram? How people could, because you know, I always ask my my guest speakers in terms on online space, just that people can know how they and where you are present, just to connect with you. Is it LinkedIn? Is it Facebook? Is it Pinterest? Or is it Instagram?
Instagram is the best.
Is the best way to. And can you tell us just to let us know the name of Instagram page?
Instagram name is Washocook. Washo means Japanese cuisine. Washo, WASH. Cook means cooking. COOK. Washocook. That's my name of the Instagram.
So for all you listeners who are listening to this podcast, just please pop up and connect via Instagram with such our guest speaker, Noriko. And and I will put all your links and can you tell us a little bit about your website?
Okay. Website, my homepage.
Domain name. Yeah.
Yeah. Same, Washocook, same. Washocook.
Is it .com?
.com, yeah.
.com. So yeah, thank you. So for all listeners who will listen to that podcast, just connect with, especially for you who are in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And you should have chance to meet Noriko in person.
Yeah.
and visit her school and see what she does, you know. Yeah. Do you have any kind of YouTube channel or something like that?
YouTube, I have also the Washocook.
That's nice. So we have chance to hear your voice there. How do you do that and explain it? Yeah.
So you can find the recipe in my YouTube. I uploaded the movie of the how to make Japanese cuisine in the YouTube.
Oh, that's nice. And because of that, I'm asking you, you know, as a digital marketing coach, I'm always in space to move forward on social media, and you know, and because of that, I want to. But not only of that, because my questions for you are just that people can connect with you, and also you should connect with KSM Podcast Growing Business Online with Krisitina, and we will be in July. So you know, this is going to be a recording podcast, so we will in July present and live, so on Spotify, on Amazon, on many platforms, and you should have chance to hear story and amazing Noriko.
Thank you very much.
What she does. Yeah, that's nice. And yeah, and you said that you will move to the New Zealand very soon.
Yeah, very soon. Now I'm constructed my cooking studio now. So actually, tomorrow I will move to New Zealand to check the schedule.
Oh, that's nice, really. Yeah.
Members.
You know, and I would love that when you establish there and when you move in finally, how I can say, that we can do one again and hear how it's going there, you know, maybe next year, just to hear, hey, Noriko, what happened? How is going with your school? You know, this is something very amazing, you know.
Yeah, so my family will come to New Zealand and next April, because my son want to graduate in a junior high school student here in Japan.
Well, congratulations on that. Such amazing news, to be honest. That's nice. And I didn't ask you about something like some networking. I know that you are in some special international business organization. When I met you, it's a BNI. And can you tell us a little bit about it? How do you connect with people? Just to share your experience with people. How do you get leads? How do you do referral marketing in terms of be a part of such a global network, business network?
Okay, thank you very much. My chapter in the Le Monde chapter, which means the Le Monde in the world in French, that actually my chapter held on the English meeting once a month. At the time, many business persons came from all over the world, and then there are many chance to have the one-to-one meeting. That's a meeting that actually I met Krisitina in my Le Monde chapter. Then this kind of opportunity she offered me. So my chapter is good opportunity to connect with all over the world. Of course, Japan. That if they want to connect with Japan business person, could you
entrepreneurs or solopreneurs, whoever may be there? Yeah. Yes, and you have also global online meetings sometimes.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah. And this is the way how I met you, just through the BNI, because BNI is such an amazing community and organization. And for me, it's that people most work in person in that organization. But for me, online space is such good place for work, for my work and my job. And this is the way how I met Noriko, and how what is a technology, just to be thankful to technology and digital marketing and connection. And I really like referral marketing. I really like networking. And this is the way how I do everything organically, just to connect with people, talk to them, and do discovery session call, like how we had that something just to talk and to get to know each other what we do and how we can collaborate. And this is the way how we started our network and connections. And here today, we are on podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you for the online member can attend many country with online.
Yeah. I think that BNI is present in more than 50 countries. I'm not sure, but I don't know exactly the number, but it's all around the world.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And what I wanted to say, for some people who wanted to taste your food, do you have some or for people who wanted to start taste your food? This is one question. The other question, in New Zealand now, this is only way how they can taste it in person, just because food is food. We cannot eat that food in online space,
Yeah, so New Zealand business has been started just now, So I have to consider many things in order to adapt to the New Zealand people.
So and I will invite all you from New Zealand, Auckland or other Auckland and other cities. Just connect and visit Noriko, and just you will be excited with what she does.
Please come to Auckland.
Yeah, because in your area, for all people and listeners who will listen to this podcast in New Zealand, this is going to be fantastic. And can you tell us, because as you networker in your chapter, and you have experience with that, and I really had chance to meet amazing people all around the world through the BNI or some other association and organization. And can you, for our listeners maybe who wanted to start a business, or maybe they're stuck or something like that, what is your message in terms to start their journey if they have business idea, or if they have something from their experience? Because there are many people who have a lot experience in corporate job, like 20 years, 15 years, and they wanted to start their business. Or there are some newbies, graduated students, or who wanted to start, who don't have maybe experience, just graduated, and they wanted to start business. If they have their business idea.
So I mean the message for me. So I think please talk with your dream. So because the dream come true when you talk with your dream or many people. So なんだっけな。So and actually 40 years ago I told many people I wanted to move to New Zealand. At the time somebody introduced a good opportunity. Somebody introduced good people, the connection with the people. Then I did that step by step. Then I almost reached my dream. So I say that, Chris, could you talk with dream? And one more thing, if you think 6% of down, could you start too quickly? So even though that you think you think it should be wait until 100%, it's no way. So chance is disappear. So nobody knows what is 100%. So therefore, that I said, if you think 6% okay, you should start.
Yeah, so just follow your dreams. Just don't give up. And I think that is the way. Try. Just try. If you don't try, you never know how it's going to be.
Yeah, exactly. And also that if you complete 6% should go, not wait 100%.
Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely, and you really follow your dreams, and you start, as you said, step by step, like a baby steps, and you are now in your area of cooking school, and
Yeah,
this is
it takes
fantastic.
actually 40 years step by step, but now I flip my back doors. There are many things.
Yeah, that's
So
really
this
nice.
step is very important.
Yeah. So Noriko, I think that I asked you many questions. If I didn't ask you something, can you remind me? But I think that I asked you many questions in this podcast today, and I'm so honored, and I'm so pleasure, and have a lot. This is my pleasure to have you today on my podcast, which is such an amazing thing.
Thank you very much for your invitation. I'm very happy to talk with you, and also happy to say my dream and future, all of them.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I wish you just to continue following your dreams, have a lot of success in New Zealand, and I think that we will be very soon in another podcast to share your experience and how is in New Zealand, and how do you feel, and how do you do that, just to share your it's going to be fantastic, I mean, for our listeners to listen.
Near future.
In the future, but it's going to be time goes very quickly, so I think that we will do another call maybe to the end of the year. We will see, but anyway, you will be my special guest speaker again for sure. Thank you so much. I'm so excited having you. Take care, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Thank you.